Hi everybody, I'm Kirsty Meakin from Neo Nails. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a snake design. Now, I'm really inspired by snake jewellery at the minute, so we thought, why not do it on a nail? I had a play the other day and did a snake. Snake. I know a few of them. Yeah, me too. I'm going to start by putting Serious Black on. So this is going right on the top, straight on the top, no base coat, no nothing. On the top of Acrogel. You could put it on the top of hard gel or acrylic. If you were doing this on a natural nail, you would need to put on a base coat. But as we are just going straight on the top of Acrogel, we don't need a base coat. So you want to bounce to the cuticle, do not touch the cuticle. And a nice clean application, leaving a very slight border at the cuticle.
Isn't it amazing how far they've come on? Like, there was never a black that black.
I know, it's so black. Pop that in the lamp. Now we're going to go in with a top coat. So this is the Urban Graffiti tack free top coat. So we've got a nice black background for our design. You could use any colour really, but I want something that really makes the snake stand out. So we've got the 3D sculpture gel. This is gold.
Could you do this in like acrylic or in...
You could do it in acrylic. I want the freedom of time.
Okay.
Something that I never have. So you can do this two ways. You can pop it in your hand. I've just folded that over at the top just to make the head a bit thicker. Right, so the snake. I'm going to put the head here. So you need a 3D brush with some of the gel residue wipe off solution on. You're going to start to press that down. And pick it up and just start to do your little waves.
Snaking around.
That was quick. A lot quicker than how I originally did it, to be honest. And I'm going to press at the sides to sort of make his face. Just to build it up a little bit higher. You see how it's just sneaking up a little bit higher and it'll become more of like a diamond shape. And you can start to press and get those waves really neat, and it'll also press it into the nail and make it stick. I'm stretching this one, make it a little bit thinner and a little bit longer.
Oh, I'm gonna like playing over there. You can rub it.
Yeah, with the like nails that you can feel.
Like texture nails.
Just want a little point at the end. You want to clean the nail up at the same time. What I'm going to do with this snake is I'm going to take my dotting tool, pop it into the liquid, and I press to create a little hole for his eyes, because in those holes I'm going to put some crystals. And then I'm going to take, this is my pointy tool, this is what I used to do my bubble roses. So you could use like a dressmaker's needle if you don't have something like this. Make sure I'm dipping it into the gel residue wipe off solution, just so there's a little bit on the end, so I know everything won't stick. And then I'm just going to dot in and make the snake textured, so we're creating those scales. Right, so that looks more realistic now. I love that.
I don't think you have to paint that.
Pop it in the lamp. We will. So this is the perfect product for doing things like this because it doesn't set until you put it in the lamp.
It looks really good, that.
Just onto it.
Looks better than mine. So you could leave them like that. Well, leave it like that. But we just want to make it a bit more fantabulous. So what I'm going to do is, with this little gel brush, I'm going to take some of the Urban Graffiti top coat, load it into the brush, so I'm really pressing so it goes through all those bristles. So I don't want it dripping like that. I want it just fed through so it's just got it a little bit of it on, yeah? And we're going to go over the snake, just lightly brushing.
Give him a stroke.
That's it. Just give him a tickle.
Nice snake.
Tickle the snake.
Watch him grow.
Brian Little.
Right, so now we're going to cure that. So wipe over with the gel residue wipe off solution just to clean it up if there's any sticky layers from any of the residue from the 3D sculpture gel. It's going to clean that up.
It's called Persephone.
Persephone.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
I've heard it before, but I don't know. What
I
it is.
don't
can read
believe
it.
you.
Well, I can read it, so
Okay. So I've covered that. So we've now changed the colour of the snake. And we need to put that into the lamp to encourage that to dry. Look at that once it's all dry. Oh my god, the snake is all textured. That is so gorgeous. I am pretty jealous right about now. I'm going to put some more of the Urban Graffiti top coat on to either some backing foam, anywhere. You can put it anywhere that you can get rid of, basically. So you're going to put it on a brush. You're going to cover the snake and only the snake. The hardest part about doing this is this part. Literally just painting on top of the snake. And what I love as well is the texture. It's there because we only lightly brushed the top coat on the top of the metallic, and then everywhere else that was porous sucked up the top coat, so you can see there's different shades. Because if you put the metallic directly onto the top of the sculpture gel, because it's quite porous and it's got a matte sort of finish to it, it will suck up or soak up the metallic. Whereas everywhere we put the top coat, that is shiny. Then I'm going to use this brush to just paint. Pop that in the lamp for me. So now we're going to get acetone on a lint-free wipe. Give it a good scrub. Look at that. Don't you just love it?
The gold's come through, hasn't it?
Yeah, the gold will come through as well. So if you look on mine, wow, I've got little bits of black coming through. So with the metallics, you can wipe it off with acetone before you apply your top coat, because it's not a true gel, so it doesn't cure as such, it air dries.
Does that mean it's more like a nail polish rather than
Not a nail
polish?
polish because it's so thin. It's more like a lacquer, I suppose. Right, I'm going to do his tongue again. So what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to take a really fine detailing brush. So I've got some of the metallic on here. So can you just see his little tongue? There's a little split tongue. We're going to cover the whole thing with the Urban Graffiti top coat. This will hold the snake on better as well. And it'll seal the snake even more. Once you've covered the whole nail, you want to sort of take off the excess off your brush and go in and drag the excess from those little curls. So we've got the little tiny AB crystals that have the pointy backs. So these are going to sit in the eye. So I'm going to take a tiny crystal. And drop that in that space while the gel is still wet.
That's so cool.
So because we made a hole, they'll sit inside and they'll hold the stone on. The gel will keep it in place. Pop that in the lamp. So we're going to finish this nail with some cuticle oil. I think we should have a competition.
A snake off.
A snake off. Who has the best snake?
Me.
Well, look.
Do you know what you have?
I know.
It's more textured. It's got diamonds in the eyes.
Ooh.
JJ, I think you've won that snake off there.
Well, it was hard, but I did it.
Beautiful colours. So there you are, guys. I hope you've enjoyed that slippery snake design. Have a go. Do you know what? I might make myself some earrings like that. What do you think? Good idea,
Kirsty
isn't it?
making jewellery line.
Ooh, more videos maybe. Hope you've enjoyed the video anyway. Everything that I've used today will be listed below as it always is. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Instagram, and I will see you soon in the next video. Bye-bye.